Put so many on each clip, and it's worked out real well for that.
Almost ready. I'm missing something.
I can say.
She just showed me your patriotic one that you're doing. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's been fun.
That is very nice.
And she puts out kits, you know.
Yeah.
And,
Nice.
so I've cut out all of my pieces, and then I'll sew them together.
We missed you at dinner club. My husband didn't want to go.
Oh, it was so good.
I know, I wanted to go. I was so upset
We
with
should have
him.
come.
Well, he was feeling depressed, so we went out for sushi instead.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
It
all
was,
right.
it
It
was
was
one of
really.
it was one of the ones I was looking
It
forward
was really
to.
fun. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah,
It was really fun.
I know.
So,
Yes.
yeah, well, I was hoping that you were okay.
Yeah, I'm okay, but he wasn't. So
That
sometimes
happens.
you just have to do.
Go with the
Sometimes you
flow.
do. Sometimes you do.
I was
Yeah.
so disappointed because
Yeah.
I had been looking forward to seeing
Yeah.
her, and I knew that would be funny.
You know, she was really good for
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
Let's
She
get
did
started.
good.
Did anybody
And the
bring
other guys
show and
were- they
tell?
were just-
I do.
they were all
Okay.
good.
You guys did the quilting on this one quilt. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I don't get to see all of the quilts.
It's a Hunter Star.
Oh.
Turned out when we find the top,
Oh, that's nice.
because I am taking it to Arizona
Pretty.
for me, and it's either a lap quilt or a wall quilt.
Yeah.
And I put the pockets for the corners and labeled it on one of the corners, and then this so she can hang it if she wants to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that is a nice way to do it. You don't have to attach a whole hanging sleeve.
And if you make sure you do it before you put your binding on, then it's really secure.
Right.
Thread, you know. So I thought it was pretty. She loves blue and white. So his sister, it's going to her out in Arizona. And then these were some fabrics that I bought here, and I just made this cute little block.
That is really cute.
Had some scraps, and I just wanted to.
I like this color.
I do too. And then I just had leftovers, so I made a little trivet or a mug rug or whatever. That's it.
Anybody else? Okay. It's early in our projects. But this is going to be our next project in AccuQuilt. I don't have all of the details yet. How many months? It's probably going to be more than 5. This is going to take us a little bit longer. But we haven't done, I'm calling it offset. So we haven't done anything where the blocks are not the same size. So this kind of gets you into that piecing different sizes. This will use the 4-inch cube and the 8-inch cube. If you haven't got the 4-inch cube, I'm really digging it. It's super cool making these. I don't know if you like little tiny pieces or if you like, you know, more on the 12-inch cube spectrum, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's a good place to break out your serger and serge those pieces to keep your back tidy on those little ones. A little bit easier.
It sounds like I do a lot of doll stuff. It would be maybe work for doll quilts, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so in our block today, so this would be a 2-inch square instead of a 4-inch.
Oh.
Yeah,
Finished.
they're really tiny.
Nice.
Not bad. I mean, it's not terrible, but
No, because it's more accurate, at least, you know,
Yeah.
with the cuts.
it is more accurate. We are going to start charging for the patterns, simply because it takes so long to make them. But it's not going to be a lot. So,
Oh, it gets there.
and we will have kits for this too, as well. Vicky's like, oh, that's cute. So,
Well, the kits are so nice for. I'm not real creative with putting stuff together, so I love having the kits.
yeah, and it'll be similar fabrics like this. It's going to be like tone on tone, so reed solids, but it's not a solid, so grunge, marbles,
Okay.
things like that. So, that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. So been working on the
How
pattern.
big will that quilt be?
52 inches, I think, or
That's
it's either
not bad.
52 or 62. So it's not huge. I'm trying to get away from making really big quilts
I know.
because people don't want them. I mean, I've given so many people quilts and people don't want them anymore.
Yeah.
They're like, don't give me any more quilts. And I'm like,
And our kids don't want them.
and so like most of the quilts hanging around here are mine, and so some of them people want, and some of them I'm not willing to part with. So like the one that's hand quilted, I'm not gonna
Oh, no, I don't.
give that away. The embroidered Baltimore album, that one's mine. So,
I love that one back there.
the Rose of Sharon.
That one's beautiful.
Yeah, we might hang that out in
Is that
the.
yours? Did you do that one?
Mhm.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should
there's
hang
only
it.
like 1 or 2 quilts in here that I didn't do. So most of what you see in here is stuff I've done. Most of it I designed as well. That one's a Dear Jane. But I resized the blocks to make
Did
them.
you do the hand quilting?
I did. I'm not gonna do it anymore.
I may have told you the story about I did years ago, it was gosh, I can't think what it was, but anyway, when I had it all finished, I was really, really proud of it and showed it to my grandmother, and I said, because of all the small pieces, I think I'm going to have it machine quilted, and she said, it's not good.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a
my
lot of
mother did
people
that
like
to me too.
What?
My mother did
She
that
did?
to me too. I hand quilted a doll quilt
Yeah.
thing one time for an 18-inch doll, and I said never again. I said they'll all be done on the machine from now on. And that was my sewing machine before they had long arms.
Yeah.
And she says, well, it's not a quilt if you don't hand quilt it.
That's what my grandmother
Yeah,
said.
the older
And she
generation.
Yeah.
She wasn't a mean person. That was just matter
No.
of fact.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
was
it
log
must have
cabin.
been different regions because my grandmother would have said we knew progress when we saw it.
No, my grandmother did not with quilting. She
Oh,
this
no.
was a log cabin, a heart shaped log cabin.
Yeah.
But I had it hand quilted.
My
No, I
first quilt
remember her.
that I made was a log cabin, and it was hand quilted by an older lady.
Well, yeah, it has
And I still have it, but it's pretty tattered.
Yeah, mine hasn't been used, but anyway. I
Okay.
still laugh about it, but
Pineapple Medallion Month 4. 2 colors. Really simple block. 3 dies. 2, 3, and 5. No. 2, 3, and 5. Super easy to piece this together. You're going to sew your triangles to the square to make another half square triangle, and then sew those pieces together. There's nothing special about the cutting. I got this out. I was going to cut it, but there's nothing special to know about the cutting for this block. So super easy. You're making 48. I make sure you have 48 on the top and 48 down here. 48, 96, and 48.
Okay.
Because I looked at the pattern earlier and I had it wrong. So it's next month that has 64 of the red ones.
Okay.
So pretty simple stuff. AccuQuilt has some new dies coming out. We will be ordering them and getting them in. Some really pretty cool. Don't know if we'll do anything with them in club, but they're block on boards. So there's nothing new coming for the cube, nothing like that. But one of them is a tree.
Ooh.
So
Tree?
it's like, it's like the vertical, like on point tree.
Like a Christmas tree?
No. I can't think of the name of the block, but it's made with half square triangles.
Okay.
And so half of the square is green and the other half is not.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be out later this month.
Do you know how much the cube system is through you? Like if we have to pick up the 4-inch one, they can.
So we do have our discount,
Right.
and I can tell you after we are not live because they have map pricing.
Gotcha.
But so the cubes we do have a discount every day. and it's the same on all the dies. The only thing we had to change was the cutters because they changed our cost on the cutters, but they didn't change the retail price. So,
I love my Ready Set Go. That's what I
Yeah.
started with.
oh yeah,
It gives you everything you needed to get going.
we're good.
Great.
Did you already